Some more analysis, and I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Liu Zhiqin, a senior fellow of the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at Renmin University of China. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Liu, on our program. So, as we mentioned, having access to an adequate amount of data is very important, and also this whole thing can be optimized with adequate, the proper processes of gathering and processing data. So data equality is so important. Tell us about why they're so important and how would more international cooperation support sustainable development?
We should say that the data equality is so important as anything else, as we know that equality is so important a factor for developing countries, also for developed countries. Especially as we know, data is something different from some other raw materials. It is very essential and crucial for state security, for state information transmission, and for data information exchange between different nations and companies. So equality is so important as all that we should pay great attention to safeguard the equality of data or information transmission, because this equality is referring to sovereign, is referring to security, is referring to the informative implication of this data. Whether the data is used for right purpose or for the state purpose, it also depends on the equality of data. So the data equality plays a very important role to safeguard the security and also can further develop all countries' economic recovery. As we know, all the economic recovery or development needs the data, especially needs equality data. That means that only when the data is equality, that all accepted and recognized and accepted by all partners in the world, in the global market. So there is no any conflicts in between. This is very essential and important to build up confidence and build up trust among different nations and different companies, especially during supply chain, also we know, and the demand chain. All this data equality will be used like a bridge, like also something to help better understanding with each other. So misuse of the data or misuse the data equality will be very harmful. We should try best to avoid such a scenario to be happened.
So, as you mentioned, Mr. Liu, China has dramatically increased its capacity to gather and process data. Does it have any experience to share with other developing nations?
Yeah, that's true. China in the past, especially in the past 10 years, developed its data industry, and also we have upgraded our data technologies, especially during the gathering and during the assessment and also during the transmission exchanges with other partners. We paid great attention to transparent and also pay great attention to data equality with other partners. This is very essential for all countries, not only for China. We try first to build up necessary facilities to meet the demands of the data equality, because the data equality is very sensitive. It's not an easy technology or an easy know-how that could be handled by every party or every partner. It is with high technology, so with the innovation, with the AI, and also with other transmission technologies. So the data equality, China has gathered also a lot of experience and upgraded its technologies. At the moment, I think China is among those leading countries and nations in the data equality for in all fields. So that's why China has a very good position to have cooperation with developing countries.
Sure. Thank you so much for sharing with us your analysis, Mr. Liu. Appreciate it.